this is probably one of the more disturbing things. I really think there's been bio weapons already unleashed. I mean, I know there have been because of Colorado. So there's this thing that was in the bottom of my foot, right? And it just kept feeling worse and worse, that thing right there. And over about 2 months, it started to poke me so bad, and no matter what I tried, I couldn't get it out. And then, of course, there's my dog. And I can find the photographs and videos of it was swollen like 3 times as big this morning, right? And this all happened after we sat in that little pool that I had out there with the copper wire and water and salt. And don't laugh at my smelly feet, okay? But like those like blister things, I didn't have those, and there's like cuts in my feet too. So I was like, what the hell? Did I burn our skin? Did I create some kind of battery? And I know that I did, but I really think that, and actually I was playing the harmonics, so we've been listening to these harmonics like nonstop. But the thing that happened, I think, is that I don't know if they're, you know, bio weapons. I don't really know, but it's disgusting. And the thing in my eyelid finally started to give way after I went to see a doctor in Mexico who was able to remove some of the eyelashes to start reducing the debris in there. But I've been to every oculoplastic surgeon across the Southwest, from Colorado to New Mexico, and I've had chemo and everything you can imagine, like surgeries. Nothing was getting rid of it. That I'm still like very concerned about. I still think that looks very specific, right? But anyway, what I'm saying is that yes, it's hurting, and yes, it hurt my dog, but in, I guess, like traditional medicine, at least growing up, and my dad had told me about a situation he saw this happening. You would bloodlet to allow all of the goo to come out. Like you would have to like create an incision, kind of like when people drain snake poison or something. It's very similar, and I'm not sure what it is that caused that in our feet, but everybody knows that most of the stuff you need to expel comes from your feet. So after seeing the stuff that came out of my dog's foot, like, it was so disgusting, and I had tried to get her surgery many times because I knew she had stepped on something years ago, and they never did. But now that all this stuff came out, including a bunch of lint, which was like, poor baby, right? But I do wonder if that's part of what is causing so much of the hip dysplasia. For sure, I think the beds are. I'm not targeting any one specific manufacturer. I'm just saying that I noticed that now that she's sleeping on this super flat one that's like a baby's one, right? She doesn't, well, she's not walking right now, but when she would sleep on the thicker mattresses and the ones that were orthotics for dogs, she would struggle with her hips a lot. And if I had the crown to be king for a day and queen and whatever, the master of the universe, I would redesign the way that happens. I would redesign their wheelchairs for sure, because if she could just sit in a little chair and then use her front legs, because now she's hurting her front elbows and her front wrists. See, so I could really use some help if anybody knows someone that knows how to fix dog legs. Thank you. But yeah, I think that the copper harmonics, and I don't know if it had to do with me sitting in there with her. If I added more charge to the equation, probably did. Anyway, bye.